What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. And for today's Yu-Gi-Oh news video, it is all about the new cards in the Pharonic Legend Pack, which will be released in the OCG, as well as some new V-Jump promos that have been announced over the last month, actually. I've been saving literally every single one of these articles, and yeah, I figure why not talk about it now in today's video. So I know it's been a bit of a... I know that some of you guys probably might have already heard about these cards, but for those who had never seen them, I will be talking about it. I will be talking about these cards and the Pharonic Legend Pack, as far as like what, when it'll be released and everything else. So the Pharonic Legend Pack will contain 3 cards, 1 Prismatic Secret and 2 Ultras. Excuse me. As far as the order period, it was apparently it's from May 20th of 2020 to June 21st of last year, apparently. So I guess the pre-orders were there, but for those who did pre-order the packs, all I have to say is get ready, guys. This is gonna be a hell of a set. So first up we have the first of the new cards. We have 1, 2, 3. So the first of the 3 new cards, the first one is actually the Prismatic Secret. It is called Pharonic Advent, which is an 8-star Dark Spellcaster with 2,000 attack and defense, and the first and third effects are once per turn. First effect reads: you contribute 1 monster, spell summon this card from your hand. Basically, even though it's an 8-star, which usually requires 2 tributes, they made it so it acts as a sort of like a cost down of sorts, where you only need less tributes to summon a certain to summon whatever whatever it is that you want to summon. In this case, it is Pharonic Advent. Nice little site, cost down Cyber Dragon based effect. Not bad. But yeah, it's a simple summon, plain simple. It's a simple summon. Second effect reads: gains 300 attack for each continuous trap on the field and in both graveyards. So you would literally have to run more than a dozen continuous traps in order to get this card's full power. So it can go up to about what? Let's say you had 12 continuous traps and your opponent had like 5. Let's say that. So 12. So that's what? 17 times 300 plus 2,000. That would be a total. That would be 7,100 attack. And if your opponent had that much, that would basically be game, which is insane. Third effect reads: you contribute 1 fairy, fiend, or reptile monster, add a continuous trap from your deck to your hand, and you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn. Ooh, that's actually, I mean, to be fair, with decks, such as the Earth Fairy strategy, you're not really doing a whole lot of special summoning anyway. So that's actually not too bad. I mean, it's Spell and Trap Rhoda. It has a Mage Power like effect, and it also has a Cyber Dragon base effect, which you get to special summon from your hand just by tributing a monster. It gains attack depending on how many continuous traps are on the field and are in both graveyards. And it's Spell and Trap Rhoda. That's actually pretty good. That is just really, really good. Next up, now for the Ultra Rares, I believe it is. Let's see. Yeah. For the first of the 2 Ultra Rares, we have, we have Gravekeeper's Engraving, which is a normal spell, and it says, at the start of your main phase 1, apply one of these effects to both players until the end of your opponent's turn. They cannot activate effects in the grave, they cannot banish cards from the grave, they cannot special summon monsters from the grave. So it's basically a Necro Valley. It's basically a normal spell Necro Valley, which it's not too bad, but to be fair, Necro Valley is just a little bit better because with these normal spells, it's typically a once per turn. So it's typically a once per turn. So I would just run Necro Valley instead, in my personal opinion. And now for the last one, we have Apophis, the Swamp Deity, which is a continuous trap, and it reads during the main phase, special summon this card as a normal monster, which would be a 6-star Earth Reptile, 2000 attack, 2200 defense, and it's also still a trap. Then you can negate the effects of face-up cards you control up to the number of other continuous traps you control until the end of the turn. So it acts as sort of like a Forbidden Droplet, but in the form of a continuous trap, which is actually not too bad. The only downside is that it can still be destroyed off of the effects of cards, like off of pretty much any back row removal, whether it's an MST or a Harpy's Feather Duster or a Twin Twister or whatever. Cosmic Cyclone. That's like the only downside, but it's still pretty good. I have to admit that effect's not too bad. A Forbidden Droplet effect, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Next up, we have for the V-Jump promos, and this one ties with the Pharonic Legend pack, which this one is called Quardin the Great Sage, which is a 4-star Earth Fairy with 1400 attack and 1000 defense, and it has 2 separate effects. First effect reads, when this card is normal summon, you can set 1 continuous trap from your hand or graveyard, and it can be activated this turn. So basically, you can target your Apophis, set it, flip it, and you instantly have a one card Forbidden Droplet. Basically, not much else to say about it. Second effect reads: if this card is sent to the grave, you can make all face-up traps you currently control become unable to be destroyed by your opponent's counter effects until the end of your next turn. Nice. Now, I mean, it's a nice little Dragon Lord's like effect. Not too shabby, not too shabby. The only thing, though, the only downside with this is that your opponent can easily out that just by using a call by. If they use call by, or if they use Ghost Spell, then the card is easily outed, and you're not going to be able to stop your opponent from popping your cards. Basically, that's like the only downside. I guess now we know why Konami doesn't like call by, because they prefer hand traps. I guess I don't know. That's just my personal opinion anyway. Next up, the next V-Drum promo is actually a weird one. It's called Wish Dragon, which is a 2-star light dragon with 700 attack and 100 defense, and the effect is a once per turn, and it reads, you can tribute this card, special summon 2 dragon tokens, which are 1-star Earth Dragon, with 0 attack and defense, and it says also you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except level 5 or higher dragon monsters. So basically decks like Red Eyes, decks like like Dragon Links and maybe even also Stardust as well can also benefit from this card. The only thing though is that you can actually use the tokens to go into an IP, and it easily and you easily just have a one card. You easily have a one card what's the one access code. You have a one card access code, which is just absolutely insane. Not much else is to say about it. And this last one, unfortunately, we don't have the effect for it. Unfortunately, the name of it is called Adularia, the Moonlit Water, which is a 5-star water spellcaster with 1,000 attack and defense. Supposedly, and the effect, and apparently, supposedly, this card works with the Crystal Beasts from the next Crystal Beast structure deck, Legend of the Crystals. Is it possible that it can work with them? It's very possible, but we don't really know. We don't know if it'll work with them or not. I'm gonna have to continue here, see if we get the effect. No, I guess not. No, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, if it does work with Crystal Beast, I'm assuming it'll have effects where it helps with the back row, or it may help you make it easier to summon, Rainbow Dragon, or even also or also any of its fusions, whether it's Rainbow Over Dragon, Rainbow Neos, or the new Rainbow Dragon fusion that we got that we're going to be getting in that structure deck, which is a possibility, but we don't really know. Again, we don't have any idea. But another thing too, it might be another form of Rainbow Bridge, which is a possibility, but we will see once we do get the effect. But that brings me to the question of the day. Did you get your hands on the Pharonic Legend pack? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. I know this was relatively short, but I do humbly apologize, but that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh news videos, which typically get posted on Tuesdays, sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me, and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.